Hello, this is JD from JD Gaming PR, and this is a little bit of a rant. Um, I was a little bit annoyed in the past because I of the situation that I was, still am. I don't know for how long, and also I made this video already for 12 minutes, and I found out that I messed it up. So I'm here to start it all over again. Right. Let's talk about Twitter. It's been a while since I wanted to talk about Twitter on YouTube. Um, I've never been that happy with Twitter. One of the reasons why I finished with Facebook for my account, like for the YouTube account, it was pretty fine. But Facebook as my personal one, because I couldn't keep like only the YouTube account and not the personal one. But the personal one was really annoying me, and it actually made me like depressed. So that's why I eliminated it. And but I think that's one of the best medias that I had. The other one was Google Plus, and Google eliminated it, so I only had Twitter. So it's kind of like I had no other choice. I only used Twitter because I wanted to like reach more people in the past. Now it's like the only thing I have. I tried Discord. I don't know how to use Discord. I don't think I never dwelled in I forgot the name of the other, of the other social media that is mainly for gamers. I forgot the name. Anyways, thing is, I'm stuck on Twitter for a while now. I'm not been happy with Twitter because Twitter is a very. I mean, I'm not saying this like I discovered it today, but I'm talking about it for the first time today. That Twitter is very toxic. It's a very toxic place, especially on the game community and the gaming community. Nobody's happy there. If you post something like I played, well, if you post something about Nintendo, maybe. But if you post something about Xbox or PlayStation, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, you're gonna get hate. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Today I was checking Twitter, right? And I found this tweet that is from Insomniac Games, in which I love Insomniac. And their tweet, let me read it. The tweet goes, "You were thrown into a dimension that combines the last two games you played. Where are you? Hashtag Ratchet PS5." So I went to my PlayStation app to check what were the last two games that I played, right? And the last two games that I played were, and this is the title of the game, Just Die Already. If you check my YouTube channel, that's the video that goes before this one, and it was for my birthday celebration. So it was Just Die Already and One Finger Death Punch 2. Those are the last two games. I went to that app just to check those games. I posted on their tweet, on Insomnia's tweet, something that goes online because I couldn't. I'll explain. Something between the lines. Remember that they asked, you were thrown into a dimension, where were you? The last two games, I put Just Die Already and One Finger Death Punch 2. That world will be very cool and very like a disaster of a world. Of course, I meant it was going to be cool because of the stick figure fights, because I like the martial arts in there. And a disaster because of all the chaos from the other game, in which its title is Just Die Already, right? According to Twitter, because I couldn't screenshot it because I was so like lost, I'm just gonna read this. Your account is locked after careful review. We determined your account broke the Twitter rules. Your account is temporarily in read-only mode, which means you can't tweet, retweet, or like content. Most accounts regain full access in a week, but it could take longer. Here's the thing. This is why it bothers me. Maybe I did break the rules, but I didn't wish somebody to die. I only read the title of a video game. That's why it bothers me. It doesn't bother me that I'm locked, because either way, I barely use Twitter. I only use Twitter. This is for what I use Twitter. I use Twitter to check whatever, for example, Insomnia Games post, especially, I think it's Shuei Yoshida, whatever he posts. Sometimes I write and he writes back. That's why I'm staying in Twitter, because he's a nice guy. Kathy O'Brien, I follow Kathy O'Brien. She is an actress. She was on C Nation, C Nation, on the season 3, and also she's been in The Mandalorian, Black Lightning. So a couple of series, and I like to follow her stories, or tweets. But mainly it's for those two, and maybe some of the wrestling things. But those two people are kind enough. They're fine. They're famous. They don't have to do it, but they do answer back to my tweets. Questions, maybe a comment, an opinion, and they answer back. Sometimes they like it back, and that's pretty nice. And that's why I stay on Twitter, because of them too. But the wrestling community, whatever, I write and I get ignored, but still I enjoy it. Now I am locked because they did a careful review. How careful that I just did tweet, poof, and it says your account has been locked. That careful they've been. Careful review, right? I only mentioned the title of a game. It bothers me because there was no intention or nothing. It is a mistake by their part. Just because the word die says there doesn't mean that I desire somebody to die. I mean, nobody's immortal. Just saying. I'm not wishing anybody to perish or whatever. And the thing is that in what they wrote, they said that I was inciting like hate or something like that. Something negative. It seems that they don't log in that much on Twitter. I think I mentioned a couple of minutes ago that in the gaming community, not many of them, if you're PlayStation or Xbox fan, let's say an Xbot or a pony, how they call it, they're never happy. They're always fighting. They're always bickering and arguing. If somebody posts something about God of War Ragnarok, I cannot wait for the launch, and I've been playing the first God of War, and there comes somebody from Xbox saying that's the only good game that you have. We have more games, and then somebody comes from Sony, PlayStation, fans, not like workers maybe, but fans. The fans is the ones who make Twitter very toxic. There comes a PlayStation fan saying like, oh, what games do you have? You have nothing. You have third-party games, and we have this game and that game and this other game. And then Xbox starts like, oh, but wait for Starfield on this date and whatever. Oh, but Starfield is not yet. Another person posts something about The Last of Us Part 1. Oh, great launch. I love the game, blah, blah, blah. And somebody goes, enjoy your 10-year-old game. It's a remake of an old game and blah, 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 blah. And they goes, but the graphics are great. Somebody from PlayStation. And then somebody on Xbox goes, but Hellblade 2 is, a sacrifice, I think it's called. I don't even remember. That game looks way better. No, that's a pre-rendered game. Toxic. But I wrote the title of a game called Just Die Already, and I get blocked. You see why it bothers me? Even if I don't use Twitter, I don't care about Twitter. But it's the only place, the only social media that I have in where I can share my YouTube stuff and maybe some other stuff like clips that I made on the PlayStation 5, and I just want to share them that is too short for YouTube. Just to post something. But the thing is that I don't even have that many. It's not that many followers, besides not having many followers, 80. And the click-ons on my tweets, almost none. So why am I on Twitter? Because of two people. And now I cannot retweet because I apparently wish somebody to perish. Meanwhile, the Xbots and ponies are still going to war every day. But remember, this was after a careful review of 1 second. Thanks, Twitter. You're awesome. Do I feel better about this ranting? No. I just wanted to tell you guys that if you don't know about Twitter, I mean, all of you 3 people watching, just to let you know that Twitter's evil. Oh, wait a minute. I might get blocked on Twitter again. All right. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have for now. Well, this was interesting. Look for me on Twitch. On Twitter. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel. All under the same name, JD Gaming PR. JD Gaming PR. Share, like, and comment if you like. And as always, thank you so much for watching. This was JD from JD Gaming PR. I was so pissed that I just came from work like this. And I'm sweating my patience off. And I hope that you guys have a good one. All right. Bye-bye now. See you guys in the next video. Oh, it would be nice if I could have like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so I would not go back to Twitter to post anything. That would be nice, but that's just dreaming. I'm short of 606, maybe, because I do have 394, so around that number. Is it 300 or is it 400? I don't even remember. I mean, 300 or 200. I think it's 396. I'm not sure. Or 80 something. Anyways, it would be nice to have 1,000 subscribers so I can post everything on YouTube and just forget about Twitter and other places. Thanks, YouTube, for being nice to me at least. And I hope that you guys have a good one. All right. Bye-bye now. See you guys on the next video. Take care. Interact with me on Twitter. Can't do nothing.